Images of refugees from the Middle East flash regularly across our television screens. But as the world focuses its attention on this crisis, it risks ignoring another humanitarian crisis which grows larger day by day. The world's youngest nation-state, South Sudan, has been embroiled in a civil war since December 2013. United Nations aid workers attempting to provide assistance in the country have been killed, whilst famine persists and diseases such as cholera have broken out. With little hope of aid reaching South Sudan, the logical conclusion is that refugee numbers from the country, already high, are set to soar. This is the data on the refugee flow from South Sudan. There are a total of 3.5 million South Sudanese people displaced in various parts of the world. Of these, 2 million are internally displaced, while a further 1.5 million are refugees. 3 African nations accept the majority of refugees from this country. Uganda accepts nearly 700,000, while Sudan and Ethiopia each accept over 300,000. Together, those 3 countries alone take in almost 90% of refugees fleeing South Sudan. This raises the question, what contributions have the developed world made to alleviate this crisis, such as the United States or the European Union? Refugees of African origin accounted for 37% of America's refugee arrivals in the last year, second behind those from South Asia. The refugee intake for the EU, however, is overwhelmingly dominated by people from Syria, Afghanistan and Iraq. Civil war continues to rage in South Sudan with no end in sight. It is unclear how long African nations can continue to bear the brunt of the refugee flows the conflict has generated, particularly as they continue to rise. How long will it be before the 2 million internally displaced people decide to flee the country? And where will they go? South Sudan is set to become the new Syria, and swift action must be taken before it is too late.